The printmaker Louis Rosenberg had also graduated from MIT and was a good friend of John Taylor Arms and lived close by in Fairfield, Connecticut. We have from Arms' diaries the record that they often came into the city together and visited Ernest Roth, a good friend. In 1935, Arms wrote an article on Louis Rosenberg's work in which he celebrated one particular print, Rosenberg's image of the Grand Canal, and it's a view that is a careful architectural study of the Grand Canal from down by the Great Curve, coming around up to the Rialto Bridge with the tower of San Bartolomeo, emphasizing a vertical in the composition. Having spoken about this, Arms now went back and did the 10th and last of the 10 prints of Venice that he did, the print that you see here of the Grand Canal. He had done a drawing in 1930. Now he decided to turn that drawing into a print. The drawing, however, only included the buildings that you see here with the Ca' Rezonico, famous in its time because it's where Cole Porter lived, rented, and had parties, and then a number of the adjacent palaces all the way down to Palazzo Balbi. The drawing included those buildings and then these steps and several gondolas in the foreground, but it did not include the reflections of those facades along the Grand Canal. When Arms went back to do the etching, first he drew in the buildings as he'd seen them in the drawing. And then he took the drawing and flipped it over and drew the reflections in the water. Of course, the Grand Canal is never calm, never certainly this calm as you see it here, and naturally, the reflection should be distorted by the angle of the water. However, there's a sense of this being super realistic because of the details that Arms included, but it's a fantasy. The idea of titling it Venetian Mirror must have seemed very clever to Arms because not only is there water that's a mirror, but the whole image is in fact a mirror image of how Venice actually looked. It's pristine quality, it's careful construction, Arms, absolutely exceptional draftsmanship all come through in perhaps his greatest masterpiece.